I think that you saw a president that was torn between two worlds, the world of the reality that happened on the 2nd of November. So there were some points in this speech where he sounded very much so like a conservative, but then there was also the points where he had to, try to appease the liberal left base. So, I mean, there were some interesting contradictory moments there as he went along, but I think that if he can follow through on the rhetoric of tonight, I think we're going to have a great relationship, and we can do the things that we need to do as far as making those hard choices and tough choices as far as getting this debt and deficit reduced. But I think that when you start to say that investment, it starts to sound like that was connotated with government spending, and that's something we cannot see happen.
He's paid some lip service to Don't Ask, Don't Tell, but he also said that ROTC training centers and military recruiters should be allowed on campus. As somebody who served, how did that
well, I got to tell you, that was a little bit appalling to me, because that should not have been a condition for ROTC programs to be opened up across all the universities in this country. I'm a former ROTC instructor myself at Kansas State University for 3 years as part of my military service and career. It should not have been tied to the repeal of Don't Ask, Don't Tell, because there are people on these college campuses and universities, they just want the opportunity to earn a commission to serve their country, and we should not politicize that. I sat with myself and a couple of others because I'm not good looking enough to have a date.
I think the important thing tonight is he focused on getting the economy back on track, but also trying to get a handle on federal spending. I think that both the mixed seating and also the tragedy that we saw in Arizona, cast a little bit of a somber tone on the evening. But it was a good evening to reflect on what we need to do as representatives of the people in a bipartisan fashion to get people working and the economy moving. Talked a lot about infrastructure. I want to get a little bit more details, work in a bipartisan fashion with the administration. We've got to get people working in this country. If I have more revenue and more people working, I'll actually be lowering the deficit. And people can live the American dream, and that's what it's all about.
I'm nervous when he talks about investment. I think what he's saying is that we need to spend more money. We've got to balance our budgets. We've got to reduce our deficits, and then and only then can we afford to invest.